Hello and welcome to more Modern Cube. Wow. Every pack's so exciting. I always say ooh when I open the packs, but like, look at all these great cards. We've got Ojutai, Electrolyze, Lightning Helix, Simic Signet, Mana Tithe, Thoughtseize, and a bunch of other cards. I'm leaning towards Simic Signet. So this pack is full of multicolored, powerful cards. And the problem with taking multicolored cards early is it's really hard to make them work later on. So you could do that and try and like force the 5-color deck, which I'm not opposed to. But in order to make the 5-color deck work, you need things like Simic Signet to cast your spells, or Cultivate, right? It's much easier to take the mana first. Then you know what mana you have, so you know which cards you can kind of make work in your deck. It's very hard to take like, Electrolyze first pick, and then what if you open like a really good black card, and then you're like, okay, do I go Grixis, and then the next pack is green? Whereas if we take Simic Signet and then open a good black card, Simic Signet is going to be good in our deck kind of no matter what. So we're going to take the Signet, and then just keep in mind that probably out of all of those cards, Cultivate is the one I'm most looking at as like potentially good, and go from there. This pack is a lot worse. Serum Visions is really nice. Goblin Guide is probably one of the best red cards, although I guess I won't have any spoilers, but it seems like red is worse in this cube. It seems like they got rid of a lot of the 1-drops, which would make Goblin Guide even better, but we're going to do something more fun, I think. I'm leaning towards Serum Visions. Gifts is also really good, but it is 4 mana, so I'm just going to take the cheap card draw. This card is basically never going to be bad in your deck. Ooh, Dimir Signet now? Okay, I mean, Elspeth Sun's Champion is also a really nice card, and Bloodstained Mire, as far as fixing goes, is something to look at too, but Signet is fixing and ramp, and of all the cards we've taken, blue is kind of the common theme, which is usually a good place to be. I'm down for blue. We could take City of Brass now. That helps like fix for mana, and like none of these cards are particularly enticing except for maybe Cyclonic Rift, but again, I like staying open for as long as possible in these higher power formats. When you're drafting something like a standard format or something like that, there's less power in the packs, so each pick matters a lot more. When you're drafting cube, every card, as long as the cube is designed properly, every card is going to be playable to some effect. And so you don't really need to worry too much about missing a pick or two if it improves the quality of your deck in the future. And we really haven't missed any picks, right? All of these cards are going to be played in pretty much any deck we end up with. I love the Eldest Reborn. That actually seems kind of really strong in this format. We might wheel it. I also love Sphinx's Revan Approach, but I think I'm just going to stick with all these mana enablers. Solemn Simulacrum is one of the best for that. It's a relevant body, relevant ability, and it's colorless and fixes your mana. Really hard to hate that card. So I would take Sundering Titan, but the problem with Sundering Titan is we're probably going to end up with a lot of different lands, and so it's going to kill our lands more than our opponents. That's a pretty late Tooth and Nail, and we are set up pretty well to be blue-green ramp, so we'll take Tooth and Nail, kind of as a speculation, right? I definitely am not married to this pick at all, but we have quite a bit of mana, and so this is one of the better things you can be doing with lots of mana. Now we can take Dark Slick Shores. That gives us outs to be Dimir, or even Sultai, so I'll take that. And so now from this pack on, we've kind of passed through all of the packs, and now we start seeing what's wheeled and what hasn't. So Rel Izzet Viceroy is really good with instant sorceries. I kind of want to take Big Sorin. This is one of my favorite planeswalkers. I know we don't have any white fixing yet, but I think we can get there, and all of his abilities are so good, and I like having fun, drafting for fun, and this is one of the most fun planeswalkers for me. Probably Blink of an Eye, yeah, would be the most like competitive card to take there, but let's have some fun. Ooh, okay, so we passed all these sweet cards in the first pack. We could take Course of Krufix. It's just a really good card, and seeing it that late means green is probably open. Cultivate was in this pack, so someone took Cultivate over Courser. The other option would be probably taking Electrolyze, and that's kind of more fun. Sure. I'll take an Electrolyze. I think we probably have to pick up Blackleaf Cliffs now. I like Gifts Ungiven, and I would take it, but we just took a red card, we have a black card, we got all this, so we got to make the mana work. Ooh, Hour of Devastation 5 damage to each non-bolus planeswalker. So sometimes these type of decks have issues dealing with opposing planeswalkers, so this is a good way to kill them all. We could also just take Nahiri. Yeah, I don't want to kill my planeswalkers. Find Finality is okay. Thrun is good. This is 6 mana to do -4/-4. Sure. That's a little expensive. I don't love it. Ooh. Sulfur Falls and Sphinx's Revelation. I think I gotta take Sphinx's Rev. I do love me some Sulfur Falls, but Sundering Titan's looking a little bit suspect. But the main reason I took Nahiri is we have Toothin now, so we're kind of incentivized to take some big creature payoffs. And so Nahiri is another way to kind of cheat them into play. We might not play it. We could just completely cut green here, but that's definitely an option. So we actually have something kind of tough between Teferi and Path to Exile. I think it is very clearly just take Teferi here, but something to consider. Ooh. Okay. I want Nicol Bolas, the Dragon God, but I think I pretty much have to take Chromatic Lantern. Very few people are actually going to take this card. I see it wheel all the time, just because the mana requirements are so hard. And this kind of enables our whole deck, so we'll take the Lantern and go from there. Oh man, why do they do this to us? Is it Signet, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and Dragonlord Silumgar all in the same pack? That's super challenging. And Sarkhan the Masterless, actually a pretty sweet combo with all of these planeswalkers we're trying to get, but he'll probably come around, so I'm not going to take him. Is it Signet is one of the best possible Signets we could ask for, but I don't really think I can pass on Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's probably the best planeswalker in the cube. Orzhov Signet versus Day of Judgment. So I think I'm going to take the first Wrath. There are 3 good mana fixers in this pack, and we're likely to wheel one of them, but this card is irreplaceable. There's only Wrath of God and, well, I guess this is Day of Judgment. Wrath of God is the other one that are like kind of the best things you can ask for. So if we like miss out on one, the odds of us finding the other are pretty low. There are cards like Languish, Anger of the Gods and stuff, but we would like to, oh yeah, Fumigate. Do I take Fumigate? I guess I'd probably take Fumigate. Rakdos Signet is also pretty nice, but I don't want to get caught with too much early mana fixing. I would rather just have like early plays. So we're going to take the Fumigate. Having 2 board wipes is good. Now I can take... So I think green probably I just don't want to play because our mana is already suspect. Counterspells in a deck like this are okay. I'm personally looking at Timely Reinforcements and Whip Flare. Whip Flare is a great way to kill a lot of like early small creatures, but I think the gain life off Timely makes it a little bit better. And now we can take actually some good options here. Mass Manipulations is an insane late game bomb. And we, like with Chromatic Lantern, we basically have the mana to cast it. Just stealing your opponent's board isn't like really, really strong. We're looking to take more mana like Gilded Lotus and stuff like that. And what are we missing out on? Shivan Fire? Sure. We'll fully commit. Now I can take a... I would say Windswept Heath. I would also say Quarantine Field, but I think I need some early interaction. Although red is kind of a splash. So Quarantine Field for 4 mana exiles something, and then for 6 mana exiles 2 things. But it does kind of leave you to get blown out. I think I'm going to take Shambling Vent. Just have a little bit better early mana. Ooh, Hostage Taker. Or Hangerback Walker. This is actually kind of interesting between these two. Hangerback Walker is really good at blocking early. Yeah, so the issue I have with Hostage Taker is it steals their creatures and then they kill it. And then like they get their creature back. Whereas this we can just play early. It's such a good card though. Like if we steal a Signet. But I think I just need early play so I can stay alive. Okay, we got Nicol Bolas back. Pretty happy about that. Whoa! Yo, do not pass Dragonlord Silumgar that late. That is kind of embarrassing. And so the pick paid off when we got a dual land that we wanted. I think we wanted the Signet more, but having the fixing is pretty nice. Roast is nice. We got Whip Flare. All right. This deck is kind of shaping up. I know a lot of people who don't watch my drafts often are kind of like freaking out right now. at just how many different colors and stuff we got going on, but it'll work out. It usually does. Or not. But then it'll be entertaining at the very least. So Inspiring Vantage helps us with red-white, which we kind of need. We have some early red-white plays. The other option is Shelldock Isle. This card helps us if we've stabilized to the point where there's 20 cards left in deck. So I think the only reason I'm going to take Shelldock Isle here is we're probably going to wheel Inspired Vantage. There's a lot of good cards in this pack for other decks. So I'm just going to take this and try and wheel the Shelldock. But I think Shelldock Isle in general is better for our deck. Here we can take a Lightning Bolt. Again, just early plays helps us stay alive. And it's looking like our early man is going to be red-white. And then blue is kind of for the later plays. The other option would be Murderous Cut, but that's more likely to come around. 1 mana deal 3 is just such a strong effect. Ooh. We got a lot of cards in here that we want. This is a Sorin that I don't really want. Liliana the Veil in general is really good, but I have a couple problems with her in this deck for a few reasons. The first is she's double black, which is very hard for our deck to generate, aside from like Chromatic Lantern. And the second is she makes us discard cards. We have a lot of expensive like 4 and 5 mana plays, so discarding cards is kind of a real cost. Teferi I like a lot. We have a lot of sorcery speed powerful plays, and playing them at instant speed I think is just really good. Plus, you can like bounce a creature, gain some tempo, and it stops us from getting countered. From this pack I would love to wheel Gideon or Ancestral Vision, but I think 3 mana Teferi is kind of too good to pass. Condemn? This is interesting. I don't actually think Snapcaster Mage is the pick. I would like my spells, like our deck is powerful enough, we don't really need to cast spells again. If we get up to like 6 mana where we're Snapcastering Day of Judgment, we should win the game. What we need in this deck is cards that help us not die in the early game. So we could take Condemn. I could also just take Watery Grave, and that helps us cast these cards. But we already have some good black fixing, and 1 mana exile a creature is pretty nice. Ooh, Oust? Oh wow, we got quite a few options. Oust I love. I think Oust is one of the better cards. Do we have any life gain? Because having some amount of life gain, we have Fumigate and something. I don't know what the other card is. So we have some effects, but Batterskull is just a really, really strong card. But I love Oust. So Oust is really good because it just gains you tempo. They're going to get the creature back. We don't care about the life gain, and Oust is good at stopping like a big creature like a Hypnotic Spectre from hitting you. But if you put it on like a Mana Elf on turn 1, they also just have to redraw that Mana Elf later on. So it's kind of like Time Walk in that aspect. I think it's between these two, and I'm leaning towards Batterskull, just because we have some of these early 1-drops. Kaya's Guile, sacrifice a creature. That just doesn't seem strong enough. I could take Inquisition, but we don't have early black mana. Overgrown Tomb would be okay. Yeah, I don't really... So they sacrifice a creature, we make a 1/1 white spirit, and we can play the Entwine to like gain 4. They sacrifice, we gain 4 is pretty good. That's probably better than Inquisition. Yeah, okay, I'm down. Here we can take... Dragonlord at Tarka is interesting. We have Simic Signet, Chromatic Lantern. It's a good card to hit off Nahiri. The other option would be Censor, which I am a huge fan of Censor. I think I like it more than I probably should. But we're trying to go fully 5 colors. Ooh, All is Dust. I don't think the Scarab God is amazing in this deck. It's a really good card, but I think we can do better. All is Dust is kind of like a get out of jail free card, but probably we just got to take the mana here. Yeah. Because All is Dust hits all of our Planeswalkers. There's the Inspiring Vantage we talked about earlier. So I could take a Careful Consideration. This is like pretty good card draw. We do have 1, 2, 3 green sources, and Maelstrom Pulse is really strong as well. I think I'm just going to take the Pulse. Might as well play all the colors, right? Now I can take... Sorin does give all of our creatures lifelink. We don't have that many. I'm just not a big fan of Planeswalkers that make creatures because they have issues. Spyglass? Maybe I just take Opt? No, I'll take Spyglass. It gives us an answer to opposing Planeswalkers. Now we can take Vraska over Go for the Throat. Sure. Then we take Kolaghan's Command and Night Veil. Not this card. Okay. We definitely have a pile. That is one word for it. Probably not playing Vraska. Not playing green, aside from Dragonlord, seems okay to me. We should have green by the time we have 7 mana. That's kind of the justification for Dragonlord Atarka. I think I want to sideboard Spyglass. We can bring it in as needed. Kaya's Guile is kind of one of the weaker cards in the deck. Honestly, the rest of the deck looks kind of sweet. Maybe I sideboard in Mass Manipulation for like grindy matchups, because this card is going to be so bad against any like aggressive opponent, but against like a grindy mid-range opponent, this is just going to win the game. Like we can side this in for like maybe Dragonlord Atarka. I need to make 2 more cuts probably. Kolaghan's Command is pretty good, but it's a lot better in the late game than it is early on. So I think we'll wait on that. And then as far as creatures goes, we have Hangerback, Solemn, Dragonlord, and Atarka. I like Dragonlord just because we can steal a Planeswalker or something like that. Although we could cut it. It just makes the removal worse. And then we just win off like Jace Ultimate or Nicol Bolas Ultimate. Not the worst idea I've ever heard. Yeah, because I think Sorngrim Nemesis is also pretty nice. Silmgar's too good. I don't... It's really tempting. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna cut it, I think. We'll see how the mana works out. So I have a lot of white. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources, which is good. And then blue, I have 1, 2, 3 blue. And I guess Jace is kind of the most expensive blue card we have. Is there any card that Silmgar is better than? So we need all this early interaction. Maybe Whip Flare. Maybe I do this. And then we bring in Whip Flare as needed. Oh, I could see that. Sure, let's play it like that. Now we need to add lands. This is where it gets challenging. I'm not playing any forests. Basically, Silmgar we can cast off of Chromatic Lantern, Simic Signet, City of Brass, or Nahiri Ultimate. And that seems good enough to me. As far as white sources go, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I want probably around 10 white sources because we want to be able to cast Day of Judgment and Fumigate on time. For blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I can go down to 8 blue. For black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 1. And then I probably want more red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Wow, we get 2 more lands? Okay. Pretty on board with this. I'm thinking like red-white. Because that's what most of our early mana needs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 white, so we'd be going up to 11. 11 just seems like too many. Maybe I just had red-blue. Yeah. So our mana is actually not that bad. We're like Jeskai with a very light black splash, aside from Nicol Bolas, which we can get there. We have Chromatic Lantern, which can go a long way. And I think that's the deck. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Duress Please. I'm going to keep this hand even though it's effectively a 7-land hand because we're on the draw, so we have a lot of turns to draw into like really good spells, and we have all of our colors, we have like a little bit of interaction, and there's Dragonlord Atarka. Easy. Easy game. So we can like wipe the board on turn 4 or something ridiculous. I think we can go turn 2 Signet, turn 3 Lantern Signet, turn 4 Dragonlord. So that seems kind of good. Opponent is playing Thing in the Ice, which is... Yo! Now that's a good answer. Thing in the Ice is slightly concerning. I'm going to play Dimir Signet. We're trying to cast a Nicol Bolas on time here. So if they pass with all of their mana up, what do we do? Oh, they made it easy. 1 damage to each opponent. So Nicol Bolas costs 5. I cannot cast him this turn. We could die to cats. No real way to play around that. Jace the Mind Sculptor. There's no way for me to cast Jace this turn either. I guess Daze is not legal in Modern, so let's go Chromatic Lantern, Mountain, Simic Signet. Yeah, I'm not worried about Thing in the Ice, and I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I have to hit a land for Dragonlord Atarka, but we can either play Jace plus Roast or something like that. I mean, Nicol Bolas seems like it should be pretty good. And Saheeli cannot target planeswalkers. So if we down-tick Nicol Bolas, there's like no real worry of Saheeli killing him. Augur of Bolas. So if we draw a land, I think we just target is 5. It's kind of hard to say. Path to Exile. Probably not going to play a Tarka then. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature. So we can play Dragonlord Atarka and then copy it, so we Nicol Bolas using the ability of Saheeli Rai to copy Atarka. There's a lot of sweet things we can do this turn. Solemn Simulacrum. Okay. I kind of just like resolving Nicol Bolas and +1ing. I don't think they're going to be able to flip Thing in the Ice in one turn. So let's do that. Because the other option is Jace plus Roast on Thing in the Ice. But I think an active Nicol Bolas in play is so good. So how do we even cast this here? Chromatic Lantern, activate Simic Signet, and then we activate Dimir Signet with the green. No, that's not necessary. I think we... How do I cast him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I just have to be floating a mana. That's the only way to do it. I'm going to be floating a blue because this is going to be black, black, red. Yeah, because otherwise this Signet is going to be untapped. But it does, like if we draw Serum Visions, this is going to be better. +1. So now it's a lot of damage for them to kill Nicol Bolas. And yeah, he already ate the Augur of Bolas. They have Path to Exile that we saw, and then 4 unknowns. 3 unknowns. Okay, that is infinite. I won't make them do it, right? They just... So I guess I'll let them do the combo once, so you know what happens, for those who don't know. Felidar Guardian blinks Saheeli Rai. Then Saheeli Rai comes back with 4 loyalty. They make a copy of Felidar Guardian. And so Felidar Guardian then, you know, there's a new copy that blinks Saheeli, and then they just keep making copies. She gives the tokens haste, so they can just kill us with 18 damage. Super unfortunate. So Sorcerer's Spyglass definitely coming in as a way to stop Saheeli Rai. If I knew they had the combo, because I've seen a lot of people play Saheeli just for value. So like, I don't think there's any need to just immediately kill Saheeli on sight, because that would kind of sacrifice Nicol Bolas. But in hindsight, that would have been correct. Yeah, so Spyglass naming Saheeli seems good. And then, what do I cut? Maybe Roast is not super necessary. I kind of like Mass Manipulation, but I didn't really see a lot of what their deck does. Maybe I play Mass Manipulation over Silumgar. They showed Path to Exile. Sure. Wow, Magic Online tried so hard to time me out. What is happening? Maybe it's still timing me out. It left me at the sideboarding screen for like 20 minutes. Okay, I'll keep this. Obviously not 20, but 4 minutes? And I had to restart it. Classic Magic Online. We're going to lead with Needle Spires, I think. Maybe. I could also go like Island. Actually, no. I kind of like leading on Serum Visions because we have a couple Signets that would be pretty good to cast turn 2. And our opponent mulliganed to 4. Okay. That's certainly something. Don't really know what to make of that. Okay, so we got Signet and a very, very hard to cast Nicol Bolas. So I will be... Oh, wait. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Nicol Bolas on top and Signet on top. And then I'm going to Shelldock Isle, put Nicol Bolas under Shelldock Isle. It kind of, you know, we don't get to cast Signet next turn, but our opponent mulliganed to 4, so there's not that much they can really do to stop us. Yeah, now we go Shelldock. Hide away the Nicol Bolas. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. What do I like better, Atarka or Nicol Bolas? Probably... Man, I wanted all those cards. Atarka can disrupt the Saheeli combo at instant speed, so probably that. Pretty unfortunate, though. Now I feel silly for that play. Although next turn we can just go Inspiring Vantage to Fairy and be in pretty good shape. They mulligan to 4 though, so it's gonna be, unless their hand is like turn 3 Saheeli, turn 4 Thinger, we should be okay. And Lightning Bolt does stop the Saheeli Rai combo, because we bolt Saheeli in response to the targeting. I'll show you in a second. 1, 2, 3. If they even do that. They have Counterspell? Gosh. Okay. That's kind of brutal. But it's fine. We're basically building up to an Atarka. We're going to go Signet into Needle Spires. And yeah, so they play Saheeli. They play the cat. The cat targets, or the Saheeli down ticks on the cat. It goes to like 1 loyalty. And then you Lightning Bolt Saheeli. Okay, we're going to play Darkslick Shores tapped. And basically, if we resolve Sphinx's Revelation, the game will be over. Losing to Fairy hurts, but knowing that they have Spell Pierce is kind of good information for us. We could try getting in with Needle Spires, but there's really no need. I'm going to play another island. Basically, as soon as they cast a spell, we're going to jam Sphinx's Rev. Well, they kept a lot of lands. That's something. Spellskite, sure. So that can actually help protect the combo, but we can fumigate that away if we need to. If they have another counterspell here, that would be kind of rough, but it looks like they have Sixth. So Sphinx's Rev. I'm not even going to play around Force Spike. I'm not scared. Alright, we got there. Sorin. So they didn't have a counterspell before. This is tapped artifact. Yeah, let's go Plains. I could just resolve Sorin here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Sorin. We can, I guess, just start plussing Sorin. No, Sorin's gotta kill Spellskite. That way, if their last 2 cards in hand are like the cat plus the Healy Rye, we die. So killing Spellskite basically means, you know, they might be able to burn Sorin, but we have so many cards in hand, we're gonna get Dragonlord Atarka online. Just making sure Lightning Bolt can kill Saheeli Rye makes sense to me. Blink of an eye, bounce the Spellskite. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if they play Spellskite, then play the cat, they don't have enough mana to do everything. So we should kind of just have this one. I need to make sure the wording on Spellskite, because Dragonlord Atarka says 5 damage divided as you choose. And I'm pretty sure like if you have a multiple target spell with Spellskite, they can't like make Spellskite be both of the targets. So I have to look that up if it comes up. If they play like 2 creatures this turn, then I'm just gonna fumigate. Okay. So I guess we will find out together how this whole thing works. Oh, no, we're just gonna fumigate. Yeah, they blink. That makes less sense. They should just blink a land. Then they could have mana up. But that's just game here. We go Sorin, Electrolyze, then we go Fumigate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we play land. I guess at this point we could just start Jace. There's no risk of them killing us now. I guess they could actually... that's interesting. They could evoke... What's that card? Put island? No, you can draw land. They could evoke a Revelark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would get back Felidar Guardian and Spellskite. We're playing around all the weird niche corner cases here, because their deck seems to be kind of all in on cat comboing. Alright, Sorin, Uptick. Jace, Fate Seal. I don't really care about Lightning Helix, so sure, you can have that. And then we... Like, I don't even need to play anything. None of this matters. Let's play, I guess, Nahiri. Discarding this Blacklead Cliffs. Play Plains, go. I don't even want to attack with Needle Spires. Jace Ultimate is like very soon. No. Kind of far away, but we know what they're drawing every turn, so nothing is scary. Yeah, okay. That's the full-on sleeper hold. So cat combo, not too worried. Kolaghan's Command can kill Spellskite if they're gonna like try and go that route. And Condemn is looking a little bit worse actually, so we could make that switch. I really do like Condemn though. Maybe Timely Reinforcements doesn't matter because they're not like really attacking us. So this is just a way to kill Spellskite. Alright, hopefully we'll have a real game. Game 1 wasn't really that real because they just comboed us right away. Game 2 they mulled the 4. Electrolyze can also disrupt the combo. Sheldock is a good draw. So we actually cannot pay X for mass manipulation, so unfortunately we're just going to put Solemn down there. And we could get Spell Pierced on this Dimir Signet. So I think to play around that, we're just going to play a Hangerback Walker. Because the next turn we can, if they're still holding up blue, play Dimir Signet. If not, just like pass and level up Hangerback Walker. I think I need the Signet to resolve because we kind of need the mana. If we draw 5th land, then maybe. I don't care if this gets Spell Pierced. And you need, how many lands? So the cat costs 4, Saheeli Rai costs 3, so you need 6 mana. Okay, the Lightning Helix, sure. You need 6 mana to go off, because you can play the cat, blink a land, get it untapped, and then keep going. So we drew another land. Given that, let's attack first. And then I think I will run Dimir Signet into Spell Pierce, if they have it. Because I'd rather have that get countered than Teferi. Narset. That's a good one. Path to Exile. Do they path the Thopter as it attacks Narset? That would be kind of next level. Whoa, really? Okay, I'm okay with this. Let's see, we have enough blue, we have enough red, we have enough white. Let's get black so that casting Nicol Bolas is possible. That was an interesting path to Exile there. So I think we just Teferi tuck the Narset because we can't actually draw. So it's 3rd from the top, so it's beneath the top 2. Basically my plan is for them to play Narset and for me to Dragonlord Atarka it. Conclave Tribunal, exiling Teferi, okay. Yeah, don't really have an answer to that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can Sphinx's Rev draw 4 cards, but they could theoretically untap and just kill me with the Saheeli combo. If they just go, well, I guess their last 3 cards in hand would have to be land, Saheeli, and the cat. Can I play around that? Like, that's very, very unlikely, but it's not impossible. But playing Sphinx's Revelation now plays around like Spell Pierce. I think this beats more stuff from their deck. Plus it enables like Shellback Isle. Oh gosh, freaking City of Brass. I think this is better. The odds of them having those 3 cards in hand are quite low. I'm gonna eat my words after they combo me out right after I tap out. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, not that worried now. So I'm going to look up the wording on Spellskite 1 second to see if like Dragonlord Atarka or Electrolyze can still hit Saheeli. Okay, yeah, so the ruling says basically a spell, if you cast it with 2 targets, Spellskite can't reduce it down to 1 target. So we're still safe in that regard. So we can go Island. I kind of want to just go Nahiri. Ooh, this is kind of nice. 3, 4, cast Nahiri. Nahiri is going to exile Conclave Tribunal. And we know their top card is Narset, so basically Electrolyze will protect us from the combo. Because if the cards in hand are Cat plus Saheeli, they play them both and then we Electrolyze kill them. That doesn't actually work, opponent. It has to be a tapped artifact. Sorry. Then we'll get rid of Spellskite. Yeah. Because they're going to draw Narset. So if they activate Narset, then Spellskite goes away. And then I guess I play Simic Signet, because again, if their last 2 cards are Saheeli Rai and Copycat, they go for the combo, we Signet off the Shelldeck Isle, add red, and then kill it. Yeah, and this game is just over. So they drew Narset. Let's uptick Teferi and draw. Activate Nahiri, discarding... What do we discard? One of these 2. Probably this one. Fumigate's pretty good. So let's do that. I kind of want to just hold up all my mana, but I also want to play Chromatic Lantern. And then we can end of turn put Solemn into play. My board state is giant. Oh, we get to untap 2 lands too. Nice. So they have Narset, who doesn't do anything really against Dragonlord Atarka. We have all these board wipes. I don't really know what their deck does besides the combo, because that's the only thing I've seen that's like remotely threatening from them. So activate this. Unfortunately, it's not good, but it is pressure. Get a plains because we have a decent amount of white cards. Batterskull is pretty nice too. So let's draw with Teferi. Play the land, attack for 2. And then we play Jace. 2, 3, 4, 5. Start Fate Sealing with Jace. Sure. Uptick Nahiri. I guess I discard Condemn. And then I guess we can play Batterskull. No, we'll just wait. There's really no rush. Spellskite, yep. Narset, sure. So let's see what they hit off Narset. They have 1 card left in hand. Is it Charm, which they cannot cast? Okay. I'm cool with this. Let's just jam Dragon Lord. Well, let's uptick Teferi first. Oh, right, we don't draw. Whoops. I don't think it matters. This is gonna Simic Signet. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dragon Lord Atarka. So Atarka is gonna do 4 to Spellskite and 1 to Narset. And so they're gonna try and redirect and it won't work. Or they don't, because they finally figured it out. Opponent, that's not how Spellskite works. Just go read the rules, I swear. It has to maintain 2 separate targets. So if I did all 5 to Narset, then they could change it to Spellskite. But now they're kind of forced to Path to Exile this Solemn if they want to keep their Narset around. Okay, now we Nahiri, discard Inspiring Vantage. Lightning Bolt is also nice. Play land, pass turn. Untap some land. So we have like Bolt plus Electrolyze. We have 10 power in play. I actually don't think I have another creature to target with Nahiri. I think I got rid of Silumgar for the Mass Manipulation card. Blink of an Eye on Teferi. You got it. That's weird they wouldn't target Dragonlord Atarka. I guess they're going to try and path. The one thing we do kind of have to worry about is having a win condition, but Nicol Bolas is already a win condition. I just don't want to draw too many cards, which is a thing I don't think I've ever said. Like, I'm not going to uptick Nahiri anymore. Ooh, this Teferi is pretty good. So we played this Teferi and they're kind of forced into showing us what their hand does. Nice. So let's attack for... Oh wait, I can just kill them now, right? This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 8 plus a Batterskull equip. Wait. I gotta make sure this mana is right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to equip it. 1 mana to Lightning Bolt their face. This is 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 3 is 17. And they cannot do anything. Alright, I guess that is lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yep. Batterskull. Living weapon doesn't matter. Equip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12/12 lifelink vigilance flying trample. Pretty good card. Then we bolt them. Good games. See you guys next round. It's gonna take my opponent a while to realize, oh, never mind, they figured it out. See you guys next round. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna mulligan this one. We got early interaction and some late game cards plus ramp. Playing against Ancestral Vision. Alright. Let's lead on Sheldock. I can't imagine playing Condemned turn 1. Okay. Well, at least we're not drawing all of these lands, I suppose. But hitting bad cards on Sheldock just feels so bad. Crypt Breaker. That's an interesting card to play alongside Ancestral Vision. So let's just go ahead and... They're not going to attack with Crypt Breaker, so let's just play Simic Signet. I can Serum Visions next turn. But I want to, like, if I draw Jace the Mind Sculptor, I'd like to be able to cast it. Yeah, so they're going to start making zombies. Fortunately, we have, like, a lot of board wipes. Let's play Serum Visions. Bottoming both of those. This is, like, a really bad draw. I don't think I have any double red cards, so let's just play Mountain, sure. Serum Vision's effective. I mean, we had how many lands on top of our deck? We played Shelldock. We put 4 mana sources on the bottom. Serum Visions put 2 mana sources on the bottom, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got to be drawing pretty good soon. I think 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a while. No, we're not gonna condemn the Crypt Breaker. I'll take 3. We have 2 board wipes in our deck that we're drawing towards. Yeah, condemn on Nightveil Spectre seems a lot better. Lightning Bolt and Nightveil Spectre also seems pretty good. I just don't want to deal with that. Let me play the Swamp. Go. Yeah, like I could have waited and tried to condemn the Nightveil Spectre, but like if they have Counterspell, Nightveil Spectre snowballs very quickly, and we have a lot of very scary cards on top of our deck because we put all the lands on the bottom. I don't want our opponent to like take Nicol Bolas and start killing us with it. If our opponent wants to activate Crypt Breaker, that kind of takes a lot of their time. Demir's Signet, sure. Boy, do we got one of those. Riftwind Cloudscape Suspend, okay. Yep, we'll take it. Come on, let's draw a non-land, please. That is a non-land. It's one of the worst non-lands because it doesn't do anything right now. I think I'm just gonna go Mountain, pass. Kind of hope they tap out so that we can Dragonlord Atarka a bunch of things. If they play like a scary Planeswalker, we can take it with Silumgar. We're at 14 though, that's like kind of low. Gifted Aetherborn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No attacks. So they're gonna start making things. Oh gosh, do they have like Cryptic Command up now? This is hard, because I can just like try and slam a Dragonlord Atarka. I think I'm just gonna play Solemn. 3, 4. Play Solemn. I guess I want to play around Mana Leak. Okay. This shuffles all those lands back in, but sometimes you gotta do it. Go. And Solemn can at least block one of the zombies or whatever. Discard. Go for the Throat is kind of comically bad, although it would have been really good if we had played Dragonlord Atarka. So now they can tap Crypt Breaker and draw cards. But if they just attack with the Aetherborn, I just condemn it. And then they draw cards and that's okay, because they're not pressuring us. And our late game seems to be way stronger than theirs. Battered Skull. Okay, so of all the cards to run into a counterspell, it seems like Dragonlord Silumgar is the best. Because they're going to Riftwind Cloudscape bounce something anyway. 3, 4, 5. I think I'm just going to play Battered Skull. If they bounce the token, that's fine. If they bounce Battered Skull, so be it. Dragonlord Silumgar is like a bit of extra information that I just don't want them to have. And if they counter Battered Skull, because like Battered Skull is good enough that they might. Whoa, what? Man, if I just had like one way to tap down a land, that would be so good. All right, well they're gonna tap out next turn. We're gonna Dragonlord Atarka their board away. Let's see, what's the best thing they can do? If they bounce Simic, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So even if they bounce Simic Signet, I can just play the Signet and then Atarka. I think they're going to bounce Solemn and attack for 7, 8, 9, put me down to 6 life, 5 life. Or they could bounce Shelldock Isle. Yes! I couldn't have asked for a better sequence myself. And they only attack for 2? Beautiful. Beautiful. If they have a actual factual counterspell, that would suck. But, oh, Fumigate. Honestly, that's probably better. I think we can play around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can even play around Mana Leak this way. Yeah. This seems better. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fumigate. Mana Leak doesn't do it. Remand is bad. Please. Nice. Yes, I will. Why, yes, I will. Actually, I don't really want to. It felt like they were holding up some type of Mana Leak something. Okay, so we can grab Day of Judgment, which I can play at instant speed. I already have Atarka and stuff. Or I can take Chromatic Lantern, which will let me cast Nicol Bolas. I'm just going to take the Day. I think it seems a little bit better. And then we're going to wait on Teferi. I don't know. The way that they sequenced that felt like Mana Leak or something like that. So I'd rather like resolve Teferi and then Day of Judgment any like creatures they play this turn, and then go from there. If they like tap out for an Ugin, we can steal it. Okay. The Scarab God. They have one card in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can go Teferi. This bounces enchantments. I can go Teferi, bounce Phyrexian Arena. Yeah, that seems good. And then I still have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I still have 6. I just don't want them drawing cards. This stops them from countering Silumgar. And then if they don't have a way to deal with Silumgar in their hand, we get to start Scarab Godding. Which it seems like they discarded pretty much all of their removal. And that'd be pretty good. Phyrexian Arena. If they don't kill it, Polluted Delta. Untap. That's game. Alright, let's Scarab God getting Riftwing Cloudskate. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna bounce the Phyrexian Arena. And I guess I might as well just get another thing. I kind of like Kalidas, but Solemn seems pretty sweet actually. Oh, yeah. Oh man. So their deck is like blue, black dudes. Whip Flare stops the one zombie I saw, but that's kind of it. Yeah, I mean like Condemn, Lightning Bolt. Everything else seems better. Mass Manipulation is kind of tempting, especially against this Scarab God, because they do have Go for the Throat that can kill Silumgar. And this way they like keep Go for the Throat in, but then we just Mass Manipulation everything. I'm on board. Oh yeah, this seems good. Early Teferi, instant speed, timely reinforcements. They have their own? That's just cheating right there. Yeah, we're gonna go Shelldock, Darkslick, Plains, Teferi. And hopefully have a better hit off Shelldock this time. No! Always this card. That would have been a Silumgar, which would have been nicer. I guess I want Condemn because it deals with this Scarab God. But that kind of feels bad. Maybe opponent bounces it again. So another important thing to note, I was playing around the opponent having Mana Leak last game, and I believe I saw their entire hand, and I don't think they had it. So as far as I know, Pact of Negation is the only card that does it. So let's just jam this Teferi. Until I see Mana Leak or Spell Pierce. I mean, now I've seen it, so we'll play around it, but I think that was correct. I'm not sure though. Because if we resolve Teferi there, we can do like so much stuff. Blackleaf Cliffs. It's gonna be a minute before we can actually cast Nicol Bolas. We need like our one of Swamp. It's gonna be a while. Ooh, this Teferi. So this is kind of hard because they could have Pact of Negation. But if they have Pact of Negation, they just lose so much tempo. Yeah, again, I only saw Pact of Negation from them last game, so we're just gonna run into counterspells. Disallow. Okay, they have way more counterspells than they led us to believe previously. Crypt Breaker. Serum Vision, that's good. I'm kind of scared of turning on their Shelldock Isle. Oh, I like all of this. Put on top and on top. I'm gonna end up drawing it anyway. Then we can go land. We can electrolyze the Crypt Breaker. They can't actually activate it because they don't have the black mana. That's funny. Okay, so I want to take this one. That way Timely gains me life. Is there an Inju? No! Oh, God. I made the biggest mistake of my life. So, what does he do again? Oh my God, if I had just killed that. That's so bad. Exiles the top 2 cards of their library, and until end of turn they can play both of them without paying the mana cost. Boy, do I feel silly now. Okay, well, they're gonna get a Nahiri and a Chromatic Lantern, but I kind of need that Chromatic Lantern. Can I go 1, 2, 3, Lantern, 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, Lantern gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can actually cast Nicol Bolas off the Lantern. So this hurts. They get Nahiri and 1 unknown. Yeah, I should have just... For the longest time, there weren't good ninjutsu cards in the cube. So I never, like, played around that, like, main combat step thing, but that's brutal. Actually brutal. Oi, oi, oi. Demir's Signet. Oh, can I actually just cast Bolus without playing the Lantern? That would be better. Because then they exile the Signet, but then I can go, like, Lantern into a Tarka. I think I can. I go Demir's Signet, and then black, black, black. Yeah, I can. Okay, this is better. And then we go... I don't need that much red. Black, black... No. I do need that much red. I need exactly that much red. Red, black, black. Nicol Bolas. If they packed a... Oh... Yep, that is one way to lose the game. Now they've fallen Shinobi, my top two cards, and like... Now their Shelduck Isle is online. God, that sucks. If I had just killed the stupid 1/1... Well, this is learning the hard way that this card is one of the most broken cards in Cube. Don't let your opponent ninjutsu if you don't have to. Now they can ultimate Nahiri. Alright, what's the damage? Oh. That's so bad. Like really, really bad. Okay, Island is not so bad. What's the last card they hit? I think they played a land, so maybe it's a land. Okay, this is just till end of turn, right? Okay, so Mass Manipulation off the top would still do it. Sphinx's Rev. Oh my gosh. What do I even do at this point? Because now Soren is a problem. Nahiri's going to ultimate. I can condemn the Fallen Shinobi, so that's okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So Chromatic Lantern puts me down to 6. I think I'm going to go Chromatic Lantern, Timely Reinforcements, condemn. And yeah. 3 for the Lantern. 3 for Timely. Gain some life. We can condemn or just block the Fallen Shinobi. Chromatic Lantern is untapped, so they can't kill with Nahiri. Their Shelduck Isle is online. Okay, they repeal a token, that's fine. Their Shelduck Isle is online, which is scary, but honestly, Mass Manipulation, Sphinx's Revelation is a way for us to take back what was rightfully ours. Swamp, okay. If they have a scary creature, they can Nahiri ultimate. But they don't appear to have one, unless they're being greedy. Kitesail Freebooter takes Sphinx's Rev, but I can just kill the Kitesail. If I come back from this game, that will be, like, very, very impressive, I think. No, okay. The Tarka down, that's going to be much harder, because now Freebooter is just live. I think I still have to condemn here. Because if Shinobi hits, that's just the end of the game. Soren's gonna ultimate soon. So I need to draw, like, Lightning Bolt. What do you have as your last card? Mass Manipulation would also do it. Hostage Taker, my Chromatic Lantern. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay. This was... Alright. Mass Manipulation. Batter Skull. That's something. Living Weapon. They get my... They take so much of my stuff this game, it hurts. Soren's gonna ultimate and make 21 1/1s. I wonder if decking them is a real possibility now. Because they hit like all of our relevant stuff. It's probably not, because they have the Scarab God in their deck. Or whatever this card is. Wait, what did they get back? Oh, there are no creatures to get back. Okay, that's not so bad then. Oh, it's only if it's 10 or more. So they kill all of these? Sure. I take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I've seen worse. Again, Mass Manipulation would be the one. Sparring Vantage, pretty good, pretty good. Cast Batter Skull. So they can Soren ultimate 21 dudes. I could top deck Fumigate if they Soren ultimate, which would be kind of awesome. Oh yeah, Fumigate would be a really good draw. I didn't even think about that one. Alright, what creature are you getting with haste? Their deck seems very, very short on win conditions, so we need to look at the counter spells. Pact of Negation, Spell Pierce, and Disallow is what I've seen. So now we can play around them. Okay, so they get the Scarab God with haste, but there's no creatures in the graveyard for them to Scarab God. Grave Titan is fine. Okay, it's looking like Fumigate off the top would actually win the game. Or Wrath of God, but Fumigate would be a little bit more insurance. Okay. Block here, that's fine. We can just bounce the Germ. Basically, if I draw Wrath, that's fine. If I don't draw a relevant card, then we're just going to bounce Batterskull and replay it anyway. So this just gains us some life. Somehow I'm like still in this. We have 2 Wrath effects. Lightning Bolt on Kitesail Freebooter would go a long way. I don't know if it would actually win. Planes would not do it. So now Sorin can kill Batterskull, and then I take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exactly lethal? I hate this game. So I'm not going to show them the last card in my hand. Make them play around something. Oh, they have more than lethal because of Cryptbreaker. But they've been playing kind of weird so far, so it's definitely possible that they mess up and give me another untap. I'm kind of glad that this happened because this game is kind of interesting, but I definitely learned my lesson about ninjutsu being in the cube. I guess that's kind of the risk you run when you don't look at the cube list, is you don't know of this weird niche situation, which was, from what they've played and everything, the only way they could have gotten back into the game. And they got back into the game by doing it, so. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're dead, okay. Moving on. So, Sorcerer's Spyglass on the Scarab God is interesting, but honestly not even that scary. I kind of like Silumgar. It seemed like they cited out a lot of the removal. They only kill us with our own cards. And Nahiri Exiles. All of these cards are really good. Maybe Atarka is just a little too slow. I'd buy it. Alright, don't let them ninjutsu. We learned our lesson. We have Condemn. We have Nahiri. Okay. No more of this, please. Ooh, and the opponent mulliganed. That's good, that's good. So we go Inspiring Vantage, hold up Condemn turn 1 just in case. They always have it. Let's go Blackleaf Cliffs into Hangerback Walker. No concern about ninjutsu until they have 4 mana. If they attack with Cryptbreaker, I'm just gonna take it. Yeah, sure, they can make an army. City of Brass. We'll wait to play Timely. We have Condemned to protect ourselves from ninjutsu, like if they swing with a bunch of unblockable stuff, and I think Hangerback Walker getting bigger. I didn't see any exile from them. They had like 1 bounce spell. Okay, they have Censor as well. They have a decent amount of counter magic. I'm just gonna take 2 from the zombie. Put a counter on this. Kind of wanted to draw a land. So we can play Timely and then we just block everything. Sure. So that they can't ninjutsu us. They don't even have the blue yet. And then as soon as we hit a 4th land, which it's kind of ridiculous we haven't, we should be online. Condemn is necessary to keep up if they don't have, if we don't have blockers, but as long as we make sure we just block everything, then it's not a big deal. Right? Like if they just swing out this turn, like if they go island attack with everything, it's pretty obvious what's happening. Ooh, that's kind of an issue. Alright, deck, please give me a land. Oh, how are we missing this much? Okay. I mean, Kalidas is very good against Hangerback Walker. We might be able to set up a pretty good blowout, though. Because we can condemn Kalidas mid-combat. And then, like, we'll see what happens. Karn, Siren of Urza. Okay, I mean, this is how the game kind of falls out of our grasp, right? Doomfall seems pretty bad in this situation. Riftwind Cloudskate is actually going to be good later. Yeah. You can have Doomfall. So I think I do want to condemn the Kalidas. Nope. Well played. Please, lands. Land. Okay. So we have the swamp. So Kalitas is kind of an issue, but if they really want to, they could just Karn, get rid of Hangerback Walker, and then swing in. Like, Karn, get the Riftwing Cloudscape in hand, and then swing in. Basically, I'm deciding if I can afford to play around something, and I think I just have to get lands in play. So, if our opponent somehow, like, ninjutsus and all that, sure. We have double white, double black, so let's get double blue, and then pass turn. Well, that's good to know about. Okay, so they don't have it. That's good. I could give it to them, but I think Swamp is probably better. They probably have enough lands. And now if Karn dies, Fallen Shinobi goes away. Doomfall. Okay, so they take our best card, but we actually have a lot of good cards in hand. Okay, Fumigate makes the most sense, but Fumigate would even be pretty bad against Kalitas. And we have another board wipe in our deck. Now they don't want to attack because Nahiri can stop them. I think we can fight through this. They're going to be drawing a lot of cards off Cryptbreaker, which is challenging. Oh, that's good. Oh, they could have Disallow. Oh, gosh, why? Why all these things? Oh, man. I think Nahiri is the worst out of these cards, so we're going to lead with Nahiri. Red, white, all of these. Holding up Condemn. If they Spell Pierce, Disallow, whatever, that's fine. They discarded Pact of Negation. Okay, so it's only Spell Pierce, Disallow as far as we're aware. And their two exiled cards are Riftwing and Fallen Shinobi. I actually would kind of prefer for them to get rid of this. Yo, okay, well they're committed to exiling it now. Okay. So if I swing all out at Karn, they block here. 1, 2, that's just not good. Yep. Well, I would say normally Screw beats Flood, but when your opponent who's they're not even flooding, they have the same number of lands. What are they getting here? So they got the Riftwing, they're gonna bounce Hangerback. So now they have Spell Pierce up. Okay, if we draw a land now, we can just play Silumgar. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Okay, well, we level you up. That was a weird play. I guess they're trying to set up for Fallen Shinobi on Riftwing Cloudscape next turn. Well, that's pretty good. God, this game is very challenging. So, I can electrolyze the Cryptbreaker, and that would stop the mana draw engine. But then I don't get Spell Pierce. Basically, I can play around Spell Pierce by condemning... Oh, this is so hard. I think I wait. But they know about Condemn. Hang on. So, if I electrolyze the Riftwing Cloudscape, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers, and I have 5 blockers. So then if they need Jutsu, I'm just going to wait. I like electrolyzing at the end of turn. They make another zombie, draw a card. Yeah, because if I go electrolyze on Cryptbreaker, what's the last card in their hand? Fallen Shinobi. If I go electrolyze on Cryptbreaker, we draw, but we have 1 mana up, and then they just get Fallen Shinobi and swap it with Riftwing Cloudscape, and then hit me, and then that becomes a whole issue. Because they can Spell Pierce. If I electrolyze on Riftwing Cloudscape, it gets better. We'll just let it happen. Because then, if they hard commit, we know they have to hard commit. My hand is really powerful. Yeah, so now we know they don't have Fallen Shinobi. You can have Compulsive Research. No freebooter. Now I can electrolyze the Cryptbreaker and not worry too much about it. Put a card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand. So if I steal Karn, I don't think I can get their things into my hand. That would be kind of ridiculous. But it would be funny. Okay, so I think we just take the 2. Grave Titan, okay. So I'm going to kill Cryptbreaker in response. Cryptbreaker and I think 1, 2 Karn. Makes sense. Red, blue, black. So they can Spell Pierce now. Okay, they draw. Let's level up Hangerback. And let's draw land. Okay, untapped land, sorry. Oh man. Yeah, so at this point we go Needle Spires, we play Jace the Mind Sculptor. He gets Spell Pierced as we knew they had. Well, It was pretty obvious that they had it. Now we have Condemn. We just gotta... I don't know. What are the last cards? They can Kite Sail Freebooter this turn to take our Condemn if they remember that it's there. Hopefully they go for the Shinobi. No! Alright, well, we're live to drawing a board wipe now. Yeah, they take Condemn. Man, this game went really bad for us. Because if our creature dies, it gets exiled. Whoa! Wait, are we just dead on board? This attack seems weird. Because I block here? Wait, this attack seems very weird. What? They don't have the Shinobi, right? I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They lose Kalitas. We get to untap. This seems not that bad for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I want to double block some of these zombies. But I don't want to block with Solomon because that just gives them a zombie. Now we take... No, because we got to draw a board wipe. Let's block like this. Max prevent. Unless they have some weird thing. They don't have ninjutsu, right? That's still in there. Oh, I had forgotten about this whole thing. Right. That's why. Okay, well, now we just have to draw a Wrath. That's kind of the only option. I completely forgot about his ability because it never comes up. Island. Oh, this has been some of the most brutal sequence of games I've ever played. So, now what do? We can go Island. They have 10 power in zombies. And they have an active Shelduck Isle too. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can Teferi. That doesn't do it. Nicol Bolas doesn't do anything. Whip Flare would have been really nice, by the way. I can Silmgard take Kalidas, but then we take... Let's see, I have 2 blockers, so I block here, and I take 10, 11, 12, 13, so it's like exactly lethal. If only I had remembered about that. Teferi can tuck Kalidas. I think I just need them to mess up somehow. I don't know of any other way for us to survive this. Because they just swing out. They can even ninjutsu the Fallen Shinobi this turn. What is this? Okay. I mean, that doesn't actually do anything because they have no creatures in the graveyard. I guess they have Crypt Breaker. Oh. Yep, they had it all. They definitely had it all. I mean, this was a good sequence of games, just... I threw the one from the stupid Fallen Shinobi. And then they just... We drew half of our deck and only hit 6 lands. Yeah, that's game. Alright, see you guys next round. Alright, we're here for round 3. Gotta recover from the previous beating. Oh man. I'm gonna keep this hand. It has like a lot of colors and lands. This deck is pretty like mana hungry. And turn 2 Hangerback Walker plus Condemn plus like Shelduck Isle for the late game should be good. I swear, if we hit Mass Manipulation and no other spells on Shelduck Isle one more time, I'm gonna be so mad. We gotta hit like Nicol Bolas or something under this. Opponent mulligans to 6, which is always good for us. Okay, there we go. Nicol Bolas the Dragon God. Is that better than Day of Judgment? I wish I knew what my opponent's deck was. I feel like Nicol Bolas is more generally powerful. Go ahead. I'm gonna go get a drink. My throat's all... It's all something, that's for sure. They're black. Okay, I feel good about Nicol Bolas now. Alright, we're back and hydrated. That was probably like 0 seconds for you guys, but we operate on different time zones, so it works. So I guess playing Concealed Courtyard is a little bit better than Inspiring Vantage. I mean, they're both, it's basically the same, but this adds more mana. I think the only black cards we have cost like 6 mana, so not really useful now, but we'll get there. Knight's Whisper. Alright, well that undoes the mulligan. Because normally on the draw, if you Knight's Whisper, you have to discard. Also, we played against blue-black again, and we drew, I think we've drawn only lands, which is kind of rough. We're gonna activate Hangerback and hope to hit some spells eventually. If only you could trade lands between games, so like give lands from this hand to ourselves from the last game. If we had just hit lands on time last game, I don't think we would have had any problems. But we didn't, so we had problems. Hangerback probably is just going to get bounced, but I think it's generally better to keep leveling this up instead of... Oh gosh, we're just gonna get wrecked here, aren't we? We really need to hit a spell right now. That's a spell. That's a pretty good spell, actually. Okay. I'm on board. Let's keep pumping up Hangerback. Because if they don't have a way to deal with it, then it gets like pretty threatening. Oh, they're popping it? That's good news for us. No, they're not popping it. They're playing a Moloku. That's not the best news, but it's not terrible. We can steal Moloku, which would be kind of sweet. Activate you. We can electrolyze their tokens. I actually like that more than just slamming Silumgar into open mana. And Hangerback as a 4/4 probably is a good balance. I'm going to start attacking now. Because they're at 14. I mean, that's not nothing. If they make 2 tokens here, then they're down some lands, and then we get to kill the tokens. They just make 1. Okay. Green. Whoa. Thragtusk. Okay. This feels like they're holding up Mana Leak. I think I want to condemn Moloku, because the 1/1 flyers... Wait, they didn't attack? Well, let's put you on the bottom. Let's start there. If they make a token in response, then we know they're tapped out and we can do whatever. Okay. I don't really feel the need to do anything here. Thragtusk isn't that scary. We can just go like Serum Visions and then Electrolyze. Chase the Mind Sculptor. I actually don't think I need Chromatic Lantern. Put that on bottom, put that on top. Then we can go... I guess we can roast the Thragtusk. They get a 3/3, but then it gets blocked by the Hangerback, so they really have no pressure. And we're about to draw Jace, so... And then this way, Hangerback activation... Yeah, we have Hangerback activation plus Electrolyze up. Tatiova. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Why are they not... Do they not know the illusion has flying? They must not. So let's level up Hangerback. And... I don't think I'm going to get much more value, so let's just cycle this for a card. It also digs us through our deck deeper, so we're like hit Nicol Bolas faster. Ooh, Sphinx's Revelation. I like that one. So let's go Jace. I guess I play City of Brass. 3/4. Play Jace. Plays around Mana Leak, but not disallow. Okay, Jace resolves. I kind of want to just eat this beast, but generally brainstorming is just correct. So let's just do that. Okay, did I play land? I think I did. So we're just going to put the lands on top and play the Signet. So if they have bounce for Hangerback Walker, they can kill Jace, but at least we're like back on parity with cards. And if they can't kill this Hangerback, which I think if they could have killed the Hangerback, they would have done it before. So if they can't bounce it or kill it, then we're in good shape. Okay. This is kind of a weird deck. The old Knight's Whisper Obstinate Baloth deck. They have a lot of life gain. Get bigger. Okay, so we can brainstorm with Jace and then play Nicol Bolas. That seems pretty solid. Oh gosh, we can Fumigate? Let's try for Fumigate. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Fumigate. Okay, just snap resolves. I guess at that point we can Shelldock Isle. I could actually Fate Seal with Nicol Bolas to try and ultimate faster. I think +1ing and making them exile seems better. Yeah, because I can just Fate Seal twice with Nicol Bolas. That's kind of interesting, actually. Nah, going up +2 cards seems way better. Exile Island, we pass. So now they have to deal with 6 Thopters, Jace, Nicol Bolas. If they play Ugin, we can steal it with Silumgar. And we're about to Sphinx's Revelation for like basically our whole deck. Maelstrom pulls the Thopters. Well, that's better than the Maelstrom pulsing our Planeswalkers. In fact, kind of weird that they didn't kill the Planeswalkers. But sometimes it is what it is. Alright, let's see what they got in hand, I suppose. Exile a Forest. I'm going to cast Sphinx's Rev, so I don't actually need that many more cards. So let's just start Fate Sealing with Jace. No, you can draw a Treetop. And then let's go Plains. I have like a lot of mana. Let's actually play Better Skull. I said I was going to cast Sphinx's Rev. I lied. I think they're just really, really far behind. I think they're going to pop Hedron Archive. This also plays around Ugin, which is like the only card I could think of that would save them. There's probably others. But it is worth noting, if I had been Fate Sealing with Nicol Bolas, I could ultimate this turn. Yeah, no real reason to Sphinx's Rev. Let's start by attacking. Because if they could have dealt with these, they would have done it before. Okay, so they kill that, sure. Nicol uptick. Actually, yeah, we're gonna Fate Seal. Nicol ultimate next turn would just win. Put Dissolve on the bottom. Each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. So, no, you can have that. And then, guess I just Jace Fate Seal as well. Just start taking them all up. Yeah, because they need an answer to Nicol ultimate. So let's bounce Batter Skull. Replay it. Condescend, okay. We'll not pay for it. So now we get to see, I wish I could see if they kept the card on top or not. I don't think they can because they need an answer to the Planeswalker ultimate. And if they play, I guess we'll see how they describe it. It's unfortunate because it just says like, put X on top, but we knew the order before. I don't know in paper if you could ask them like, show me. They put 2 cards on top, okay. Let's go land, I cannot see anything. Nicol Jace, some lands. A Signet, go. 2 cards on top. I mean, they gotta have an answer then. That is an answer. Here it kills Nicol Bolas. Alright. Treetop Village attacks Jace. That's fine. So we get to find out what card they put on top was. Probably was the counterspell, which now I will put on the bottom. Will I? I guess we'll find out. Sure, we'll put that on the bottom. They wanted it, so we're gonna stop them. Players, Dragonlord Silumgar. 1, 2, hang on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. 6 for Silumgar. You make a beast. Play island. And we put the counterspell on the bottom so we can just Sphinx's Rev end of turn for like our whole deck. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. That was a good top deck. I gotta look at my deck. I don't even know if I have counterspells here. Nope. Nothing I can really do about it. That is ridiculously powerful. I mean, that's kind of why I probably should have just left him with a counterspell on top. Oh my gosh. So they get Garruk back. Garruk kills Jace the Mind Sculptor. And I have nothing. Alright, let's Sphinx's Rev for everything. Because we have Mass Manipulation in the deck, I believe. Draw 5. I think it's in the deck. Maybe not. That would be bad. Nope, I did not start it in the main deck. So that's gonna happen. Ugh. Jace down. So my only way to win is basically Dragonlord Atarka. Or to Fairy Emblem. Technically I could do that. That's ridiculous though. Nahiri also doesn't do anything. Wow. Alright, so we have to worry about our life total and the board. I think I basically have to Teferi tuck Garruk. But the problem is Atarka. Basically Atarka is the problem. So let's play Little Teferi. We'll start there. That way they can't interact with what we're doing. Okay. So we have a Little Teferi. Because Garruk can just kill any planeswalker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play Nahiri and Loot. It does get rid of one possible turn, but it tells us what we're going to draw, you know? Okay, this is really bad. Mountain, 3, 4. Oh, wait, I have an idea. 5, play Teferi. We're actually going to ambush the Treetop Village with Timely Reinforcements. Create a 2/2 black zombie, that's fine. So, you go away. If we can keep Teferi alive, we can, so it's the bottom 2. If we can keep this Teferi alive, then we won't deck. Okay, then they're going to make a zombie. We're going to take damage off the City of Brass. Or, actually, I guess we'll see which planeswalker they attack, because I think they're going to attack Teferi. And then we have to protect him, because if Teferi dies, I think we lose. Yeah, okay, so we're going to lose all our creatures, but... And... Timely... No! I didn't let the trigger happen! Oh, I don't gain life. It doesn't matter, but that was... Stupid City of Brass. It's such a nightmare on Magic Online. Yeah, so I should be at like 6 higher life or whatever. Triple block, they can't do anything. So Garrick is now beneath the top 2, I think. I don't have a counterspell though. I don't know how to deal with Garrick. Garrick is now beneath the top 1 because I completely forgot about Liliana's ability. Courser, so Garrick's on top. So I need a way to like... but Fate Seal is gone. How do I do this? Oh, Sorin. Sorin is a way to do this. God, this game is so hard. They're at 29 life. I'm at 7 cards in library. I think I uptick Nahiri and don't actually discard. Oh wait, no, she can exile Courser, that's right. Get out of here. So Garrick's on top. Teferi can bounce the zombie, but then we draw a card. The rare case where drawing a card is actually bad. I think I have to uptick this Teferi because I need him to be at 3 so that we can't deck. Dragonlord Atarka. Okay, I think this can do it. If we Dragonlord Atarka, kill all of these, they play Garrick, and then they have to kill Dragonlord Atarka, and then we can kill Garrick with Sorin. Okay, I think we can do this. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Atarka. 3 and 2. They unfortunately get to draw a card. Teferi upticks. And we play Solemn, but don't fetch. We actually want more cards in library. Pass turn. They play Garrick. Garrick kills whatever. If Garrick kills, if Garrick kills Atarka, we can win off Teferi. If Garrick kills Teferi, we can win off Atarka. Okay. That was not the thing I expected to happen. Okay. They have 1 card left. Well, we get to keep this Teferi, and that's a win condition. Maybe the opponent doesn't realize it. So we uptick Teferi. Shambling Vent is also a win condition. So now we play this Sorin. Or I guess we attack them first. Attack Garrick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Sorin. So way over there. Sorin does 4 to Garrick. We play Shambling Vent. We uptick Nahiri. Say no. I guess we untap a Shambling Vent. We got a win condition. They're at 29. Mimic that. That doesn't do anything. Good, good. Damn Judgment is terrible, but that's okay. Shambling Vent. Hit for 4. Man, they killed the wrong Teferi. We can uptick Sorin. Lightning Bolt is okay. And they sent me a message. How do you win? Okay, so they don't actually realize how Teferi does it. And I think Teferi actually has to get up to 4. So next turn, we can start winning. Play Needle Spires. That's good. They don't know. Uptick. Say no. I'll tell them afterwards, because I think we need Teferi around after he activates. Yeah, so I don't think you can just have him at 3. Chromatic Lantern, okay. So, Teferi, target himself. If they kill him, then we're just done. But if they don't kill him... No! They have Disallow! What? Oh, God. Well, that was how I would win. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, we're dead. We are dead. Sorcerer Spyglass on Big Garrick. Big Garrick was a huge problem that game. Mass Manipulation seems really good. The board wipes seem fine. I might not want 2 of them. Timely seems really bad. And Condemn seems kind of just worse than a board wipe. So we'll do it like that, I think. Alright, we gotta... Now we know all the things their deck can have. I think I actually have to play really fast because I think that was just game 1. But it was actually going to be pretty sweet. We were going to machine gun them down with Teferi. Because we tuck Teferi, we plus Sorin, we get Teferi back, then we tuck Teferi again, and then we draw him. But I need to play like very, very fast. So we're going to be not talking so much. I don't even know if this hand was a good keep, but it was a keep. They had Spell Pierce, Disallow. Like, everyone I've played against has had the same removal suite, which is kind of frustrating. I don't remember a 2-mana counterspell, but if they have it, so be it. No, that's red. We have to do this. Red. Okay. Uptick. Do I want to discard? I think we're just going to say no. Unfortunately, our 2 targets for Nahiri are in our hand. So that's unfortunate. F2 through their turn. So what is our game plan? Play fast. Shambling Vent, I like that. Definitely uptick Nahiri. Lightning Bolt actually seems kind of bad, so let's discard that. Spyglass, I like that. See what's in your hand and stuff. They disallow or counterspell something, sure. Not scared of the Nahiri ultimate, huh? Maelstrom Pulse on Nahiri? Please Maelstrom Pulse Nahiri, that would be good. Okay. I want to draw a land, and then I can Sphinx's Rev for 3. And I think they showed Spell Pierce. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, they just passed. I'm a black mana away from casting Nicol Bolas, but I can cast Atarka or Silumgar. We're gonna F6 through their turn. Courser into Thragtusk is okay. Blackleaf Cliffs. That's the black mana we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just play a 3/3 Hangerback Walker, I guess. That's like a really good blocker for Nicol Bolas. We have 6. So they're drawing Liliana. That's something to definitely keep in mind. They're not drawing Liliana. Okay. Sorry if I'm like really scatterbrained. I have 7 minutes to finish 2 games with this super dirtily deck, so I gotta be like really on it. So they're drawing Moloku. That's cool. I think now is probably my time to resolve something. What do I want to resolve here? Let's cast Atarka. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Atarka, killing Courser. And let's just start pressuring their life total here with Hangerback, because we have all these tap lands too. They're going to play Thragtusk next turn, maybe. But I need to end this game quickly. You have Duplicant? My gosh. Okay, you have an 8/8. So they have man, their top decks have been absurd. Let's 3, 4, 5, 6. Silumgar the Duplicant. They'll land and hit for 3. Because we just have to win quickly. I don't think this is necessarily optimal, but we've seen all their draws, so unless they had like Go for the Throat hiding in their hand the whole time, this is going to be a really strong play. And then we're going to get them low enough that Sorin should just be able to finish the game. We can even swing in with Hangerback into Thragtusk, because like if they play Thragtusk, that doesn't do very much. I don't think they have any board wipes. Yeah, Moloku is not really going to do it. Fumigate, that's pretty bad. I guess now is a good time to resolve Sorin. 3, 4, 5, 6 for Sorin. Sorin is going to kill Moloku. Sure. So now they have to bounce lands if they want to have blockers. And bouncing lands means they're not casting Garrick. Sure. So they double chump here. Okay, we F6 through their turn. They're at 10. They play Thragtusk. What was that? Night's Whisper? Oh, they're just dead. If Night's Whisper is your play there, that's not a good sign. They can hit Sorin for 1, but 1 is not 2. Baloth gains a little bit of life. I can kill Baloth with Nicol Bolas. Yeah, Nicol Bolas, black, 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 blue, red. Nicol Bolas, kill you. And then Sorin will kill this. Swing out. All right, on to game 3. We won that one really quickly, actually. So they just have like a lot of dorky creatures and then some huge planeswalkers. So I think our main deck configuration is good. We just gotta, I need to focus and like think of what my win conditions actually are. Because that's like kind of, maybe I want Sundering Titan. It's a 7/10. It's gonna kill so many of my lands though. I don't think I can actually play Sundering Titan. We're just gonna keep it as it is. That's an interesting one. It has flying. Maybe Nightveil Spectre just helped me win faster. Over like, Electrolyze is fine. Actually, Lightning Bolt looks pretty bad against... Let's see. They had the creature that whenever you play land, you draw a card and you gain a life. That Lightning Bolt is good against. But is it good against like anything else that we saw? Not really. I want just like creatures that impact the board. Yeah, let's do that. It just... They didn't show very many ways to deal with flyers. Spyglass. This is a very late game hand. I'm going to keep it though. Because Spyglass seems pretty good against their deck. I just named Garrick. I don't know. This definitely could have been a mistake. Sparring Advantage. This might have been a mistake. We're just going to draw the Chromatic Lantern next turn. Everything's going to be fine. Alright, Crux of Fate, Cultivate, Dissolve. Garrick. Apex Predator? Hang on. Yeah, it is Garrick, Apex Predator. Okay. So now we're not scared of that anymore. So we get to see their hand, that's good. They have Dissolve. They played Botanical Sanctum and Cultivate. Well, if we draw lands, this hand will be nice, but they're just going to hold up Dissolve. They played Forest, so they have a swamp in hand, okay. Oh, Crux of Fate can, No, we need blue! God, if we had slammed Teferi there, can you imagine how good that would be? They played their swamp, and now they're holding up counterspells. Dark Slick Shores enters tapped, but now if they tap out from Dissolve, we have Teferi. They play their island. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good setup. Land, Chromatic Lantern. Okay, so they can dissolve Chromatic Lantern. Or no, they can dissolve Teferi, and that's their only counterspell. They have 6 cards in hand, though. Oh gosh, do I want them to counter Teferi? Kind of. Because Chromatic Lantern unlocks our whole hand. And they have to counter it. Yeah, okay. Now we F6, and then next turn we can land Chromatic Lantern and start hopefully doing something with that. Actually, Crux of Fate is uniquely funny against our deck because all of our big creatures are dragons. Liliana is scary, but a very good target for Mass Manipulation, which we can cast next turn. Chromatic Lantern into Signet. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we can just single-handedly steal Liliana. Dissolve is gone, so they would need like another counterspell. We take 5. Mountain. So I can wait 1 turn. So if we Dragonlord Silumgar, they can ultimate price the dragon in response to the trigger, so that doesn't do anything. If we steal Liliana -4, then she's at 4. And they can only hit her for 3. That seems pretty good. So let's go blue, 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 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mass Manipulation, steal you. X is 1, because it's XX and then 4, yeah. No, they have the counterspell. They drew the counterspell. That was the last card in their hand. That's probably just game then. Opponents drawing their counterspells in timely ways is going to be the death of us. Maybe, okay, if I had thought about it more, no, because Thorn can only do 6, and she, yeah, she's at 9. Okay, that's something. There, red, green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dragonlord Atarka. You have another counterspell? Oh my gosh, what are these draws? Alright, we're done. I can't beat that. Oh man, that was so frustrating. Both of the games we lost were just to our opponents like drawing runner counterspells into bombs. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Definitely happens. I think our deck was really good. Obviously greedy on the mana, but very powerful. I'm trying to think, probably there are like different sequences I could have taken to win these games. Because the reason it's so frustrating to me, like the last 2 rounds we played, is like both of them felt winnable. I mean, the first one, if we had just killed the 1/1, we would have won that game for sure, but we didn't know about the Shinobi. This game, I don't know, maybe it was just unwinnable because they drew, like, Liliana is so good against our deck, and they had just every answer. I don't know. Oh man, see you guys next time.